Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Faiqri. I am from Class B, English Literature 2019. So I'm here want to explain to you about the theory of culture. Chapter 10 is all about the productions and receptions of culture. Okay, and the first is we're going to talk about the productions and receptions of culture. These productions of cultures approach, in the words of Richard Peterson, one of its founders and foremost practitioners, looks at the complex apparatus which is interposed between cultural creators and consumers. This apparatus includes specialties for productions and distribution, marketing techniques such as advertising, co-opting, mass media or targeting, and the creation of situations that bring potential cultural consumers in contact with cultural objects. Placing racks of paperbacks in a supermarket, signing a new designer with a record company, like work done before and after evangelical revival, organizing a blockbuster museum exhibit, and generating buzz for a new fashion designer. All of these activities are grease for the production of culture. And we're going to talk about the culture industry system. We can begin thinking about cultural productions by working from a framework developed for mass-produced cultural objects. Paul Hirsch, 1972, developed a useful model that he calls the culture industry system. In other words, the organizations that produce mass culture staples, such as records, popular books, and low-budget films. Hirsch pointed out that such cultural objects share a number of features: demand uncertainty, a relative cheap technology, and oversupply of would-be cultural creators. In the light of these factors, the culture industry system works to regulate and package innovation and thus to transform creativity into predictable marketplace package. Figure 4.1 shows how Hirsch system works. There is two types of feedback take place in the culture industry system. The first come from the media and consists of airtime, reviews, and general media attention. The second comes from consumers and is measured by sales of tickets, CDs or books, by jukebook plays, and by sales of related products. Producing organizations interpret both types of feedback towards the popularity of an artist, the effectiveness of their promotional activities, and implication for similar future productions. And there is reception. Despite all of the strategies employed by core firms in culture industry systems, a great deal of uncertainty remains. Records companies cannot be predictably produce hit records anymore, then publish can reliably turns out bestsellers. Pastoral recruitment committees often found that their tastes in ministers turn out to be at odds with preference of their congregations. Brilliant ideas fall on deaf ears. The ultimate success of cultural object depends on its listeners, viewers, audience, or consumers. In other words, on the cultural recipients who make their own meaning from it. And that is explaining from me. And at the end, I end it. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.